So in our last video, we looked at how to put these lovely buttons inside our Schoology announcements. And you see, because it turns into a hand, they are active links. In this video, we're going to look at how to actually create these buttons. So I'm going to go to my Google Docs and I'm going to open a page. And in here, you can actually see these are the 3 buttons that I used to put in my Schoology course. Okay. Now, they're actually sitting inside a table. You can't see it because I made the lines white so that they would not show, because I don't want them to show when I put them into Schoology. But first thing you're going to do when you get into Google Docs is you're going to go and insert a table. And depending on how many buttons you want to go across your page or your thing in Schoology, then that's how many cells you'll make. So I'm going to make it 3 by 1. You could do a 3 by 2, however you want to do it, but we're just going to do 3. Now, once you get your table, I leave the lines until the very end, and then I'll take the borders off. So I'm going to click inside that first cell in that table, and I'm going to go up to Insert, Drawing, New. And this is where I'm going to make my buttons. So I'm going to use the shapes, and I'm going to use, let's use a circle this time. So I'm going to make a circle like that. Okay. Now I do not like that color, so I'm going to click on the fill. Make sure the shape is selected. I'm going to click on the fill button. I'm going to do a gradient. Let's do purple this time. Actually, let's do a dark purple. Ooh, I like that dark purple. All right. So let's change the color of the border because black is kind of boring. And let's do yellow, purple and yellow. Now that yellow's barely showing, so I'm going to increase the thickness of my line to make it real bold. And then we're going to make our text yellow as well. Now because of these shapes, you can double click inside and get, you can put your text in there. So I'm going to change my text. And then let's go ahead and for this one, I'm going to put the word Zoom because I could link my Zoom links here and use the same Zoom link every day. Okay, so I'm going to highlight that and I'm going to change the color. We're going to make it that same yellow. I could bold it. I'm going to actually make it just a little larger. Let's see what 24 does. Okay, oh, I like that size. All right, now, after I finish making my button, I'm going to say save and close. And there it goes. Now I can select this and I'm going to right click and say copy. And now I'm going to go to the next cell and I'm just going to do Control V and paste it in. I could also click in the cell and right click and go to paste. So now I have all 3 buttons, but I don't want them to all say Zoom. So I'm going to click that. I've just double clicked it and I'm going to click inside here and I'm going to change Zoom to the word Lexia. And now I'm going to just save and close. And then I'm going to open this one and I'm going to make it say seesaw. Uh-oh. How about I hit the right letters? There we go. Now it's a little too large. So I'm going to come up here and I'll have to move this one to 18 because 24 was too large. So we have that. So now I just say save and close. So now we have our buttons. Now I'm going to go outside of my table and I'm going to click and drag and just select the whole thing. And then I'm going to go up here and I'm just going to make the border of my cell, because it's all selected, white. That way it's not going to show when I paste it into Schoology. So let's go and link them. All right, so let's go to Lexia. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the dashboard and I'm going to go down here and here's the dashboard. I'm already signed in. Here's Lexia. I put my cursor on top and I'm going to right click and I'm going to say copy the link address. Now we want to do this because if you don't, the kids, when they click it, they'll have to know the username and password. But if you get your links from the dashboard, then the kids will automatically be signed in. So now I'm going to go back to my doc and I'm going to go to Insert Link and I'm going to paste the link there. Now I don't know if you can see, but it's got all the, see how it has Klein ISD and all that? That's how it's triggering it to know that they have logged, or that it knows their username and password. So I'm going to say apply. Now I'm going to click on Seesaw and I'm going to go to insert link. I could also do Control K, and I happen to know that Seesaw is app.seesaw.me. And so when I find it, I just click that and I say apply. Now I am ready to go put these in my course. I just highlight them and I right click and say copy. Now I go to my course. I'm going to click on updates. And I'm going to go ahead and remove this one as an announcement. And let's go ahead and put this one in. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to say paste. There they are. I'm going to go to the little box next to post and I'm going to check because I want it to be an announcement, and I'm going to say post. So now when the kids click and they go to materials, there are their links and they work. Now I didn't link Zoom, but I did link these two so you can see how it works. And that's how you put buttons in as an announcement.